Hey guys, if you are looking for a quick yoga cool down for your back to help relieve pain, to help relieve stiffness and recover more quickly, this is the 10 minutes that you need. So we're going to go through a yoga routine specifically designed for your back today. And at the end of these 10 minutes, your back is going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot less stiff and like you can move around more easily. So just do your best, follow along. There's no equipment, no yoga experience, no flexibility required. We're going to get started in a wide-legged position. So starting in that wide-legged position, you're going to get your legs wide, depending on how tall you are, just as wide as you can comfortably go, turning your toes slightly in. And then from here, bend your knees, keep your back flat, hinge at your hips, and go forward and down until you feel a stretch through your hamstrings and your inner thighs. So if you look at me from the side here, you'll notice that my back is flat. Okay, so I don't want to round my back here. It's actually going to make things worse if you've been doing a lot of back stuff today. So you want to keep the back flat. You want to keep some core engagement so your abs are working like they would in a plank, and just feeling a nice stretch through your inner thighs and your hamstrings, so insides and backs of your thighs. If you're feeling comfortable here, you can bring your fingertips to the floor. If you have a yoga block, you can put your hands on a yoga block. A foam roller also works really well here. And we're only here for about 15 more seconds, so continue to focus on that stretching through your thighs, and that's going to release tension in the back. Breathe in and out of your nose. Maybe if you hold it longer or you continue that slow, controlled breathing, you'll be able to let the back relax a little bit more. All right, go ahead and slowly come up with control. From here, we're going to move into a standing side bend, supported. So I want your feet about 6 inches apart. You're going to bring your arms overhead, grip the left wrist with your right hand, and then reach up and over toward the right. So here, you're going to do a little bit of stretching for your QL. Also going to be stretching your lumbar spine here. So reaching up and over toward the right, kind of making your spine into a banana shape, and releasing some tightness through the spine there. Try to stay nice and tall. And something you'll notice through this little cool down is we still want to have our abs engaged. So if you did a lot of back work, we want to shift that pressure from the back into your abs, and that's going to help with relieving that back stiffness, relieving that back discomfort. One more breath here. And then we'll switch sides. So grip your right wrist with your left hand now. Take a deep breath in, lift up. And then reach up and over to the left now. Hips can come over to the right a little bit. You're also going to feel this stretching through the ribs and the shoulders. That's good. But mainly we want to focus on keeping the abs, keeping your legs a little active, right? Keeping some muscle engagement there. And that's going to help facilitate the release in your back. So a couple more breaths here. Stay nice and tall. A little bit of strength, but not too much, right? This is a cool down. And then back to the middle and release. All right, from here we're going to go into a lizard, which is basically a deep lunge. So bring your right foot to the top right corner of the mat. Take a big step back with your left foot. Bring your hands inside your front foot. If that's difficult, if you notice that your back is popping up really high when you do that, you're going to bring your hands on top of your right thigh like this. And we're going to lean slightly forward so your back can release. But we're also getting a nice hip stretch here. Again, big theme throughout this workout and just in general, your back is connected to your hips. It's connected to the muscles in your thighs, the muscles in your mid-back, the muscles in your shoulders. So we're going to be stretching a lot of those muscles to help facilitate the release of the muscles in your back. Take another couple breaths here. Focus on slow, controlled breathing in and out of the nose. All right, and then we're going to switch sides. So you're bringing your left foot to the top left corner of the mat. Bring your hands inside that front foot. Again, you can also bring your hands to your left thigh if it's too difficult. Feeling the stretch through the hips, and then if you lean forward, maybe also feeling some release through the back. So just about 30 seconds here, not too long. Focusing on that slow, controlled breathing to help your body relax. If you just finished another workout, chances are your breathing is really quick. So we want to slow that down and get your body into rest and digest mode instead of your fight or flight mode. All right, and then release. From here, we're going into one of my favorite stretches for your back. This is child's pose. And guys, stick with me for a couple more poses here. You're going to feel amazing at the end of this. It's short. You guys can do this. So knees wide, big toes together, butt back toward your heels. Walk your arms out in front of you at shoulder width, kind of like you'd have them for a plank or a push-up. And then release your forehead to the ground. Do your best to keep your back flat here, so don't let your back round and poke up. If you notice that happening, you can bring your hips forward a little bit. And then breathe in and out of your nose. Let your body relax here. Try to really fill up with air, so as you're inhaling, you're feeling your belly expand against your thighs maybe, or expanding your chest. And then as you're exhaling, you're squeezing all that air out. Squeezing your abs, feeling the stretch deepen through your back, your shoulders, the hips. Last breath here. All right. And then release. From here, we're taking it onto your back for a reclined twist. Bring your knees above your hips, arms straight to the outsides. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, bring your legs over toward the right. Right hand on top of your left knee. Press the back of your left arm to the ground. What am I at right now, time-wise?
Now you're at 7.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I accidentally left this out. Were you rushing yourself?
It's okay, I can modify. All right. And as you're in this twist, as you inhale, feel your ribs, feel your pelvic floor area expanding. And as you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper into that stretch. So this is a really good stretch for your lower back in particular. If you spend a lot of time sitting during the day, this is one stretch that I would have you doing every day. So if you can, every day with this stretch. All right, we're going to bring it back to the middle and switch sides. Bring your arms to the outsides. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your legs over toward the left. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Keep your chest facing up and your hips face toward the outside. Press the back of your right shoulder to the ground. If you notice that it's off the ground, that's okay. It's just going to take some time for your body to adjust. But guys, if you can do this stuff consistently 3 times per week, even if you just do this one routine 3 times per week, you're going to notice your body opening up. You also want to make sure that you're moving more throughout the day, not sitting as much, not sitting for as long as you are. A lot of people have to sit. I get that. But if you can get up every hour or every couple of hours, do a little walk, do a little stretch, like something you see here, that's really going to help with that stiffness. All right, bring it back to the middle. From here, we're going to do a happy baby. This is a really good stretch for your back. For this, we're going to start with just one leg. So bring your left knee in toward your chest. Grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand. And then extend your leg. Point the sole of your left foot, the bottom of your foot at the ceiling. Keep your head down. And this is kind of level 1 here. If you feel confident here, you're going to do the same thing with the opposite leg at the same time. Grab the outside of your right foot, aim the sole of the foot upward, keep your back on the ground as much as you can, and then drive your knees out. Feel the stretch through your inner thighs and your hamstrings, and try to keep the back flat. If that's too much strain on the back, we're just going to do one leg at a time. So spend 30 seconds on one side, spend 30 seconds on the other. If you haven't already, switch. And here you want to focus on breathing, just like in all the stretches. Keep your back flat on the ground. Slowly in and out of the nose. And what's really cool about this is you should notice an immediate improvement from start to finish. So you might be really tight at the beginning, but guys, we're nearing the end of this workout now, and hopefully you're feeling looser, feeling less stiff, feeling more confident about your back. All right, go ahead and release. From here, we're going to do some single leg reverse crunches. So this is active, but what this is going to do is get your abs to work a little bit and release stiffness through the back. So this is really easy. You're gonna hold your left knee in toward your chest and then extend your right leg out and then just switch legs. Just back and forth, just like this. So it's a little active. You're getting a little bit of stretching, feeling the stretch in the hips as you bring the leg out and your other knee in. A little bit of working through your abs. So this is just a nice cool down exercise to help shift that tension away from your back and into your abs so that your back will feel better. So there's about 10 more seconds of this. Keep your body relaxed. And relax onto your back. From here, I'm going to have you place the soles of your feet together the best you can. So into a reclined butterfly position. Allow your knees to relax. Keep your back relaxed. Bring your arms out. And breathe in and out of your nose. And we're going to stay here for at least 30 seconds. Don't worry about bringing your knees closer to the ground. You're just letting this stretch happen. If you want to play around with your pelvis positioning, you can kind of aim your pelvis straight up, maybe aim it slightly downward, slightly upward. You'll just notice that the stretch will change a little bit as you move your hips around. Just whatever feels good for you here. Remember, cool down. The goal is to release tension. We're not trying to do any flexibility records. All right, guys, you can stay there for another minute or two. I'm going to go ahead and sit up, though. If you like to focus on the back, I actually have a free 10-minute yoga to build muscle in your back routine here on the Manful Yoga YouTube channel. You can click over here to check that out now. We put out new videos every Tuesday at 9 a.m., so subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Like this video. If you found it useful, leave a comment if you have some feedback. I also just put out a brand new podcast called the Better Man Podcast. More info on that and more resources in the description here below. I'll see you guys in the next video.